You need to think about who the victims are here. The victims are kids. Kids that are not old enough to take care of themselves. We have entrusted adults to take care of our most treasured piece, the most important thing to us as adults.
There have been more arrests in a child abuse investigation at a Madison County daycare. The owners of 2 Richmond daycares are now facing charges. Jessica Houck, Theodoric Hersey, and Brooklyn Houck were all arrested and accused of child abuse. Elizabeth Thomas was arrested last week. All 4 have since bonded out of jail. Jessica Houck owns a Step Ahead daycare and the Kids Club in Richmond. Detectives believe a number of children were abused, including one who was strangled, another who was punched, and none of the incidents were reported to the state. This is a story we've been following for weeks, and during our continuing coverage, parents of former students have reached out to us wanting to share their experience. Well, tonight, WKYT's Madison Carmouche talked to 2 parents who say they pulled their children from the A Step Ahead daycare out of fear for their children's safety. That is our top story at 10.
When you have a bad feeling about something, you should probably listen.
Summer Harper is a working mom of 2. Her 2-year-old son went to a Step Ahead daycare for 1 year, and by the end, he was a different toddler.
And EJ's behavior started declining. He was getting violent, using really bad language. He was coming home starving.
Harper says her son's hunger led her to check what he ate on the daycare's mobile app. Her mom took to Facebook without identifying the daycare to ask friends and family if the small portioned menu was normal.
But I had gotten a call a few days later basically threatening me with legal action and threatening to expel Elijah from the program for the Facebook post.
Harper tells me she removed her son from a Step Ahead daycare in March of 2025. Another working mom, Alexandria Walters, had to quit her job to care for her kids after taking them out of the daycare.
Just the fact that my child is friendly with anybody, and he started screaming that he didn't want to go into the room. I had to, holding on to my legs, crying and everything.
Court records show there were text messages telling staff to lie to state investigators about a child getting out of the daycare and almost wandering onto a major roadway. Walter says she found her son outside of the daycare center on multiple occasions.
You could see my child going out the door bawling, and my child was out the door fixing to step into the parking lot. I whipped my car back into the parking spot I was in and grabbed my son before I saw any teacher.
Both parents say they are thankful they removed their children before it was too late. In Richmond, Madison Carmouche, WKYT.
Jessica Houck, Theo Hersey, and Brooklyn Houck will be arraigned on Monday. One daycare remains open. The other is temporarily closed due to staffing. We have also learned that Theo Hersey was an employee of Fayette County Public Schools. In a statement, the district spokesperson, Dia Davidson-Smith, says the district is aware of the situation, but they are limited in what they can share at this time. The district says Hersey has been placed on administrative leave.